It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only... penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
First down, Winston. And his first look is incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Throwing on second and long. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kawan Baker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the
your
Saints.
face!
Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brady's throw there complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Again, it's Brady. And incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 32 on the play. To the air again with Winston. Open man is Baker. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kawan Baker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his man Johnson. Not much there, only a yard. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. On third down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check. Crunch. Alert. Crunch.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Here's Winston. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Winston now from the 50. Got his man, Baker. And all the way down to the 9. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
Wait. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Final play of the half here. Winston. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
After the penalty, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll throw with Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
Hey, check it. Check right, 27. Check right. Take it through.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The give is to Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and 8.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 52. Play it.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Succop's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Check. Watch 54. It's our time. Easy. Flip it. 54. Mike 54.
Winston now to throw on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. And
this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And here's Kamara on the read option. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Hill with a give to Kamara on the option. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hill now on the option right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Option play, and Hill will keep it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So this one a victory.